said a freak in the bed was unrealistic.
It is. I was talking about it's hard to get them all in one time. You ain't gonna get you ain't gonna get Holly Berry and a freak in the bed and a woman that can cook and a woman that can clean and a woman that can pay all your bills. That's unrealistic. She ain't out there. Oh, she gonna have some of the qualities. But she ain't gonna have all of it. So
they need to put those in like a can. You know how you used to pick a paper and you can pick out certain things, but you only get 3 tries. They need to put them in there. So I'm like, I need to make sure I pick that one, bro. Because if she ain't no freaking a bed.
I mean, if we could pick women, everybody in here would pick Holly Berry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or Gabrielle Union.
See, that's why I used to think,
I don't want
man.
Gabrielle Union.
But Halle Berry, man, she can't keep a dude. It got to be something up.
She said, who said she wanted to keep him?
But you still try to get her.
Yeah. She ain't got to keep me. Just keep me for a little bit, you know? I'm good.
But the realistic things are the things that you need. Most men, we don't need many things in our lives. We need food, we need companionship, and we need peace.
Absolutely.
And most of the time, when you settle on a woman that you're gonna spend the rest of your life with, she's gonna have all of those characteristics for you. She doesn't have to look like Holly Berry. Can she? You know, she ain't got to be a dime. Can she be 9 or 8? I mean, that's when you'll start figuring out the realistic things in women.
Right.
The perfect body doesn't exist. Women do have stretch marks.
Right. Shit, men got stretch marks.
And they are sexy.
Hell yeah, I like them. I like them tiger stripes, bro.
But most men, when you're in your early 20s, man, the things that you want in relationships are pretty much unrealistic at the time. And as you grow, you start to find out that those things that you was asking for, you probably won't get.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, with that is over time, what we thought that we wanted changes as you mature. That just reminded me of like a conversation I was watching. One of my pastors from my church, he was talking to his lady on Instagram, and he was saying he had like this whole list of what he wanted in a woman, and then the woman that he married had none of those things on his list, but she had all the right things that he actually needed to move forward. So I think oftentimes, you know, we get so caught up on looks. So she got to be a dime, she got to be this, and then I mean that's cool. Yeah, you want to be attracted to her, but I think the things that we need on the daily are much more complex than just the physical.
So talk about what are some, because you're like myself, we're unmarried, you know, we're unattached for the most part. You know, what are your realistic versus your unrealistic qualities that you do look for in a woman?
Yeah, so realistically, like now, the things that I want someone who can communicate, which I know that's gonna grow with time. But, you know, you need to have some base level of knowing how to communicate. I need someone who's going to be loyal. I need someone who's going to be, like, nice and, like, bring me peace. Like, if I'm working, doing whatever we got to do, I don't want to come home and you just cause me more stress. I want someone to help me release my stress. Unrealistic things, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's some in there that... Because I mean, with me and Malcolm,
she ain't got to be a porn star. Dude.
Yeah, that's what Malcolm like. He was talking about on one of the past episodes. He was saying that, you know, men, we want to have sex every day, and that's not realistic.
Right.
So, you know, I can give up some things for some of the other realistic things. So.
I mean, and one thing, like, people can't think that they can have a Brittany Renner, but then she be like, you know, a Christian woman. Or I mean, not saying that that's not a thing, but woman. Yeah, but I mean, I think, you know, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, try to go and looking at it as in, like, if she's going to better you or make you, like, mature or improve you or help push you or whatnot, then that's the thing that you need to go after or whatnot. Not everything's not about looks, because, I mean, eventually we get older and, you know, we're not going to, you know, our looks decrease or whatever with age or whatever. But, yeah.
So would you say those you know, you've been married for a while now, and you've actually been with your wife, you know, for some time, and you were really young,
right?
You know, so but even then, speak on, like, was that still some of your realistic qualities that you look for? And even now, remember, in your case, you were really young. I'm pretty sure you had some unrealistic qualities that you were looking for, right. And of course, like Malcolm has said before, in most cases, you're not going to get those unrealistic qualities, but you know, we have them, you know, those expectations. So.
Right. I mean, and for me, like, what I was looking for a woman was like, she's a Christian woman. I mean, she is kind of hearted that, she's someone that is that'll comfort you, someone that helps push you when you're trying to go after something. They're always like being, motivating you to like continue to be better or whatnot. And I mean, those things I prayed for, and I mean, that's, why I ended up getting or whatever. So I mean, for unrealistic, I can't really say.
Yeah, I can only think of one. Like we want like the baddest dime ever, but I can't really think of nothing else. That,
right.
Like,
because I mean, even if you get the baddest dime, I mean, how they normally say sometimes you find a chick that's like really hot or whatever. I mean, there's something that's like bad about that. I mean, so.
Yeah, I know for me, realistically, some of the qualities that and actually let me speak on my unrealistic qualities, because honestly, those were majority of the things that I look for in a woman, especially like all throughout my 20s, because I'm not gonna say I didn't know what I wanted in a woman. I didn't know that these were the things I didn't want in a woman. So when I was, out here dating and things like that, I thought these were expectations that, that this is what a woman should have. So, unrealistically, I'm like, I wanted somebody who was, for lack of better words, I wanted somebody who was always agreeable. I'm not even gonna lie. I wanted a say yes woman, back then, because when I was a little bit younger, I hadn't matured enough to be able to stand side by side with a strong woman who had an opinion of her own. So like I saw the women as like an opponent. Like, she's not agreeing with me, things like that, and of course, we all, as most men, we want the baddest, like you guys said, we want the baddest, we want the freak in the sheets, and I honestly, I want a superwoman, I want a superwoman, but I want a superwoman that would say yes all the time, that would bend to my will and my way. Now, of course, growing up, and you mature and you see things a little bit differently. And it took for me to get to know me first before I really knew what I wanted in a woman. So some of those realistic qualities that I want in a woman now is one, like Mazio's, and I think Clay said, she has to be an effective communicator, and of course, the effectiveness of that, it does come and it grows over time. But even in the beginning stages, I need a woman that I can communicate with, because my fellas can tell you, I got a big mouth. I talk a lot. I like to talk. So I have to be with someone who can communicate with me. Intelligent, she doesn't have to be a genius or anything like that, because clearly I'm not, but to be able to have intelligent conversations, intelligent debates, and and just be able to have an opinion about certain things, except for oh, that's stupid. I need somebody who can talk about a particular topic more than saying, oh, that's stupid, or oh, I don't have an opinion on that. If you don't have an opinion on certain things, I'm okay with that. But every topic that I bring up, you can't say like, oh, I don't have an opinion on that. So I need a woman who was intuitive. And most importantly, yes, especially given the fact that, we're Christian men, believe in what the word says about being unequally yoked with a woman, because I know the word also does say that I can be with a woman that is not of my faith, but I found out through experience that being with a woman that I'm unequally yoked with, especially in the faith